Welcome to episode 37 of Profit Talk. As Joe said, we're getting Catholic tonight. We're talking about guilt.
Boring.
And does guilt stop you from making money? And what?
Did I miss the "Hey, we're going live" warning?
Yeah, I said it, but
we're going live. Hi, it's Profit Talk.
I was checking the weather because we were talking about it's 65 degrees here, and I finally got all the firewood split and split and cut. And I'm on fire in the fireplace, but it's like 65 and you can't do it.
No, Deb said let's go. Deb said it's after 7. Let's go live, and I was like, oh, okay. And I clicked the button.
Yeah, I was like, it's after 7. Let's go live. And then she's like, hey, and I didn't hear her. And then she said something, and I'm like, oh, hi.
I'm echoing.
What?
Who am I echoing on?
Probably my forehead.
Your forehead is very bright. Are you putting your bright? Did you get some new?
It's rapture time again.
Oh.
Dusty's getting raptured. So how is everybody?
Good.
Busy.
Good.
I'm not busy. I should be busy, but I'm not because last week I did like nothing but stare at my computer screen and pretend I was doing things, but I wasn't doing anything. I didn't list anything. I didn't do a shipment. All I did was send things out, and it wasn't very many things, so it didn't take me 120 hours to do that. So I did nothing last week. Like a big lazy bump.
I didn't either. But I wasn't home.
If you saw me last week, this was me last week. All week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Just like this.
I was on a sailboat, and the tiller broke as soon as the mainsail went up. And my 14-year-old is the one that was steering. He was driving. His hand comes up, and he's like, it broke! As the boat just goes like this. And my poor mother-in-law thought we were all going to die.
We're all going to die!
Cut it down! Cut it down!
Well, at least she didn't say anything inappropriate thinking she was near death.
No, I don't think she knows inappropriate words.
Your dad's not really your dad! Ah! Oh, wait, we're still live? Oh, I'm sorry.
It was hilarious. Like, it was comical. The entire thing was just, it was like a cartoon. It was hilarious. And then, I don't know, most of the time I was on the water. That's what I did last week. And had Low Country Bowl.
Oh, I don't want to hear about it.
It was so good with the crab legs and shrimp and the corn and the potatoes.
She's going to have vegans outside of her house. I'm like, fake, you are
Yeah,
fake.
I eat seafood sometimes.
Tofu shrimp.
I do.
Wasn't it Brian or something like
vegan isn't a
Yeah, Brian said something about tofu shrimp. But I do, no, I eat seafood sometimes. But it was so good. But I promised Dusty that I would make it for him too.
Yes. So, yeah, this week, today's Monday.
Yes.
So, last Monday, we went to, that's right, I was on the show for my father-in-law's. Last Monday we went to Birmingham to help my father-in-law out and spend Thanksgiving with family and blah, 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 blah. And we left Saturday and came back home, which was like 5 days too long. Well, it was about 4 days too long because I was ready to come home. And came home on Saturday, didn't do a whole lot this weekend, just kind of caught up around here and went through some crap. And today I got FBA shipments out. Well, I got them out. They're still on the front porch, and it's 7:07, and my UPS driver's not here yet, so if I have to run, that's me helping him load over the railing. And
Not you.
I went to Walmart last night. Does that count? Like, it's been foggy, rainy, I don't want to leave the house kind of weather. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you look out, and you're like, you can't see the end of the driveway, and you're like, eh.
Oh, you know what I did? I stopped eating carbs again.
Good.
Don't I seem so much happier?
You do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, do carbs do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Something about, like,
Some people they do. They cause it's like it brings them down.
Yeah, I don't know, or maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just mine. I don't know, because it's not like I'm sitting there like doing a mindset thing that I'm like, I'm gonna be positive, I'm gonna be happy. I'm just like it's been like 4 days, and now like today I was just like, I'm not happy today. I'm not mad at everybody. I was mad at the world for like 2 months. What? Okay. I'm like, what? Never mind.
I was trying to catch up in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I missed a lot of stuff. I only catch, like, every 2 minutes. Ooh, my ear's all red. Why's my ear all red?
I forgot to pop over there, so I haven't been in there.
Wait, look at my ear.
I do know that if I wait too long in the day and I start getting lightheaded and can feel my sugar dropping, I know at that point that I have to just eat protein. Like, it needs to be, like, just some lunch meat, can of tuna, peanut butter. If I do any kind of carbs, then I go the other direction. I get, like, real lightheaded and have to lay down for a little bit. So that's really the only thing I've ever noticed with carbs. But I probably
They make me really tired and sleepy. Like, if too much, if I eat too much on the whole carb scale, I get really, really tired. Like, lethargic almost.
I've been doing pretty well though. Lately, I went to Walmart last night to get boxes to do that Amazon, that FBA shipment, and I went to the deli and just did the lunch meat, 2 pounds of turkey, 2 pounds of roast beef kind of thing. And I'm pretty good about taking those and then wrapping them up in like wraps, which are just glorified tortillas. They're probably the same ingredients. Instead of getting a whole bunch of carbs from like bread and stuff, because bread throws me over makes me loopy.
Yeah. Is it hot, Deb?
I don't know. My left ear is like red and hot, but my right ear's not.
You're having carb flashes.
I'm having, apparently all my toxins have gone into my left ear.
They're trying to burn their way out.
They're coming out this way.
Red rum.
That's what I need Gavin to start saying in that outfit he's wearing.
Oh, that's bizarre.
It's fucking creepy. So, guilt.
Yes.
I have none.
Well, this was my show idea today because I felt bad. It was because
but you should. I mean, no, he was the hands thing.
Deb says I have guilt, and Danica and I say whatever that means.
No, well, today I went to get the pie face game. And we searched for it yesterday when we went to 7 stores. It all started because Target said they had them. And then we got to that Target that's on the other side of town, and they didn't have them. And so then I was like, well, and my daughter was all disappointed because I told her we were going to play it. I was like, we're going to go to Target, and we're going to get the game, and we're going to play it, and then they didn't have it. And so she was a good sport about it. Like, she was disappointed, but she wasn't, like, upset about it, And, but I really wanted to play it with her because I knew she wanted to play. So I went around to like 6 other stores. They didn't have it. And so then this morning I was checking on Target.com, and apparently they got it in stock again. Another Target over here by my house. And so like I called them and then raced off to Target with like no makeup, hair's all. I had my house shoes on. And
were they like big?
It was a Walmart trip.
It was a Walmart trip to Target, and and got 2 of the pie face games. It was the last ones that they had, and so then I brought it home, and I was like, well, maybe I should sell this other one. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, no, because I know how hard like I looked for that game, and I know that there's some other mom that's running around town looking for the game. And so then it kind of made me feel guilty about, like, jacking up the price on this game because I know the reason why they're not in town is because there's 100 other resellers around that have bought them all and sent them to Amazon.
But it's not just resellers that are doing it. That's my thing. They have the same opportunity that we have to go and find the game or whatever. John totally does not understand that game, by the way. He's like, just smack somebody in the face.
Oh, we're going to play it as soon as we get off air. My daughter is setting it up as we speak.
So you have to provide.
You have a can of like Ready Whip. Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay.
It says whipped cream not included.
Before the show is over, I should just bring her in and we can do like 5 minutes of playing.
That would be phenomenal. No. Because that game, I think it's like and the only reason I think it's hilarious is because of that YouTube video that they're using for their commercial now. That is the only reason I think that game is hilarious, because that man makes me just about have an accident. He is so funny.
I saw today that there is another game that's exactly the same, but it's called Splat. And I was like, so I need to figure out which one was made first and decide if the success of one over the other was because of the name. Because Pie Face is better than Splat.
Splat sounds like poopy.
Splat sounds like you should have a fly here and it hits you.
Splat sounds like a baby that had a blowout. That's what Splat sounds like to me.
So I'm wondering if, it was less successful because of
make it fun.
Because of its name.
Because of ear. Was totally successful because of ear.
I need to Google hot ear. Hang on. Wait, I'm going to get some weird porn.
Like, you are going to get disgusting stuff. The reason that I thought this was a great topic was because I have seen people that are like, oh, I feel so bad, that I got this for $25, and I'm going to make like $50,000, $100,000. I don't understand that. I mean, I get it, like that kids game. I kind of get that because Christmas, whatever.
No, but I don't get that. Okay, here's my.
I mean, I get what she's saying because she had a hard time finding it, and like some mom friend of hers might want it.
I'm not going to feel guilty for the mom that has to buy mine at 30. I'm not selling those. Let's just go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
I was familiar with the game, but Deb and I sat today and kind of analyzed it. And my thing about the game was that there are, what was it, Deb? There was like Prime only
408.
Yeah. There were so many there.
There was like 10 per page, 12 per page at 33 pages of Prime sellers, and I'm like, no, that's like the but it's also ranked really good. It's number 13 in toys, so it doesn't mean the bottom's necessarily to fall out. But my thing on that is, if I were selling that game, and let's say I even got a better deal and had a coupon at Target or whatever.
And they had them for $10 at Kmart if you would have gotten them there.
Okay, let's say I got them for $10, and then the price went up, and I was selling them for $40, and all the little mommies that needed to get them for their kids. Me personally, I wouldn't feel guilty if they had to pay 4 times the price, because you don't have to buy that for your kid. I'm not forcing you to buy that. I
wanted to play it with
her. Rather spoiled, gluttonous society.
Such a grumpy dump.
And what I used to tell my kids is, I'm sorry, it's sold out, and Daddy's not going to
pay family memories. No. I'm not saying...
No. Go buy your kids a couple cans of whipped cream. Go buy your kids a couple cans of whipped cream for the game. Forget the whole game. Sit in the kitchen floor. Teach them how to do whippets. There you go. That's fun. Boom. And it costs $9.
Family whippet time.
Family whippets.
You'll get your children taken away for that.
I just don't. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of understand what Deb was talking about, because she went around to the stores, and maybe I could understand if it was like some mom friend of yours, you wouldn't jack the price on them, but I have no problem. I am never, ever, ever going to be the cheapest on anything. That's my way.
Danica said they have the $100 Pie Face game.
That's right.
I ain't cheap, bitch. I get
ain't cheap. I have that stupid meme stuck in my head. The one I sent Tristan with Gandalf, where he looks high and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna let this pass. You didn't see it. Never mind. I have a meme stuck in my head and I can't get it out.
How do you get a meme stuck in your head?
It's this funny picture, and it's stuck in my head. It's like this hilarious picture, but it says bad words, and it's been stuck in my head.
Something. What did I sell? It's probably something I don't have anymore.
Yeah, I sold something. I had mine on mute, apparently. I don't know why I was muted, but something that I've had listed for 3 months, so that was exciting.
It is something I don't have anymore. Look at that.
So
Angie, you do know what he's talking about.
What?
Crap.
Angie said she doesn't know what she's talking about, or she doesn't think she knows what you're talking about, but maybe she does.
Whippets. Are we talking about whippets?
Yeah.
Oh, it's where you suck the aerosol out of the. It's very dangerous. Do not do it.
I don't know anything about that. I've never done any inhalants.
That wasn't even a thing when I was a kid. I don't know. So
It was when I was in high school.
we were in Birmingham. We were in Birmingham this last week, and we visited some really good friends of ours, and he's opening a brewery down there, and I wanted to see the brewery place and how it was coming along, and we went over to their house for dinner that night, and we walk in, and Kate, I mean, she's just like the mom of the year. She's so awesome with her kids, but they're so open with their kids, and we literally walked in, and she's got the whipped cream can like this. She's in like pajamas at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm teaching my kids how to do whippets. They're so awesome, though. I think she was kidding, by the way.
For the protection of.
It was a joke.
Involved.
That led into alcoholic drinks for the adults with whipped cream on them. So, anyhow, I'm sorry. So back to the subject.
Wade said he doesn't understand how guilt can affect making money, and it's like the game that Deb has. I know you're not going to list it or whatever, because on Amazon, guys, if you're still trying to get in on that, I think you're crazy.
I think you missed it. I think you missed the train.
Yeah.
Because I went after the fact, after all of that, I went to Walmart after a friend of mine that works at Walmart sent me a Facebook message letting me know that they had just gotten in 8 cases of the game. And I was like, oh. So I went back over there because I was like, oh, I have 2 birthday parties to go to this weekend and blah, blah, blah. And I had already posted a post that said to my friend, I was like, hey, I'm going to go over and get some. Do you want me to get you one? And then I deleted it because I was like, I'm not going to go over there. And right, like, 2 seconds later, she responded, yes, please, with all these exclamation points. And I was like, well, damn, now I have to go to Walmart. So
put my house shoes back on.
Yeah, so I ended up, I actually put clothes on and real shoes. I put my tennis shoes on.
You got Target dressed for Walmart.
I got Target dressed for Walmart. I was all reversed today. And went and picked up like 10 of them to give as like Christmas gifts.
Wade's question thing, or not question but comment, was that, how can guilt affect making money? I have seen people in the groups say, and you had a really good example, but I didn't know if it was okay to share it, but I've seen people in the group saying, I got this at this great price and I can't list it for the going rate. I just couldn't live with that. And it's like, dude.
And I have seen a lot of people in the groups as well. And this is really more of like, Danica put guilty, but my topic was actually ethics and morals.
I thought you just meant I thought you meant the guilt.
No, yeah, because I've seen people get into outright fights about, well, you should go back, and because especially with people that buy things at garage sales for a quarter, and the person doesn't know that it's a $500 item or whatever. And I've seen it multiple times in groups of people talking about, well, you should go take some money back over to them, and you should do all, and I'm like, why would you do that?
They had plenty of time before they put that crap out in their front yard to research it and see what it was.
Yeah. So, and then I've seen people talk about finding money. Somebody was talking about it in one group. No, I'm not talking about you, Dusty. Finding money in jacket pockets at Salvation Army and Goodwill. Finding money in things that they get,
I find money in books.
I heard somebody say that somebody had found some money in a box at the Weigh and Pay, and that they took it and gave it to the store manager. And I'm like, why would you do that?
The store manager got a bonus?
Basically.
That's stupid. I mean, that's stupid. I could see, if it was a yard sale and these people are like, oh, we're about to lose the house, selling. I would take that back to them. If I found money in something I bought from them, I would probably take that back to them because I knew there was a hardship thing. I would. That I probably would do. Well, I would do that. But Merry Christmas. But otherwise, no. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand.
I think
There's a breakdown there somewhere, and I don't get it.
I think a lot of times the more experienced you become in doing this, the more years you do it, it's not that you necessarily become calloused, but you learn to, hey, it's just business. It's just a job. You know, whether it be a storage unit that you paid $20 for and there turned out to be a suitcase full of gold in it. I mean, whether it be an item you bought at a yard sale for $1 that turned out to be, I always love that story about the Duffy bear that I bought. I didn't know what the hell a Duffy bear was. Bought it for $1. I sold it for $1,000. It was actually a pre-Duffy bear. Still had the original tags on it where they, from Disney World or whatever. But I didn't know what it was. But does that mean that I need to take that guy back $500 or whatever? I mean, it was his. He bought it at some point. He should have known what it was too. I mean, I think there comes a point though where, I mean, for me, you have to learn to look at those home runs, as I like to refer to them. You learn to look at them as like small blessings. You learn to look at them as, you know, this is how you're providing for your family. I mean, as long as you didn't do anything immoral or definitely illegal, to make those kind of profit. I've never had a single bit of guilt over making money on anything, regardless of how much it is. I mean, that's just me. It got really quiet, and I feel like everybody's frozen.
I was trying to see what they were saying, like to see how bad they hate us.
I mean, example. I went to a yard sale. I think I've told this story before. I know Deb's heard it. Went to a yard sale at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It started at 7 that morning. So how many in a very populated area, how many hundreds of people have been through that yard sale already? I get there. There's already 20 people at that yard sale. The lady's running it by herself and just running around. It's all her stuff. I pick up a gallon Ziploc bag full of what looks like costume jewelry, but I can tell there's a couple pieces in there that are either plated or they're 14 karat or 10 karat. I mean, they look like there may be some potential there. And I'm like, how much for the whole bag? She said, oh, that's just my old junk, whatever, you know, just $1, honey, $1. And I was like, okay. So I give her $1 and I get out. And there was 14 I scrapped out, and this was when gold was low. I scrapped out about $1,400 worth of gold and silver out of it. Do I need to go back and take her some money? I mean, it was her jewelry. She had already been through it. She had already had, you know, 300, 400 other people come through the yard sale that had probably picked it up and asked about it and everything else. I mean, you know, does that make me a bad person?
Maureen found pot and stuff.
I mean, I sleep fine at night when stuff like that happens.
I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, if it weren't for stuff like that, it's what keeps me going, hitting home runs like that.
Okay, so Maureen has found pot twice in items that she has purchased.
Well, Maureen, where are you going to yard sales at?
I am wondering where her Goodwill is.
Oh, that's right, she's in California.
Oh, well, there you have it.
Well, there you go.
She's one of them there Californians. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've not found pot. Somebody posted a dime bag of Coke they found in a snowboarding jacket, but it looked like a kid-sized jacket, so that was weird.
Did anybody ever see that? Do you remember when Bonafide Hustler bike that he bought? And he had posted what do you think this is under the seat? I'm pretty sure that it's something illegal. But then I never did see, like, the second thing about what it was.
I didn't see that.
No.
I found little glass pipes and foreign substances that were in little Tic Tac containers a while, but this is actually a couple months ago. Glass pipes, Brillo pads, some kind of powdery, rocky-looking, chunky white stuff in a Tic Tac container. There was a spoon in there. There was a lighter in there. There was a couple syringes, and it was all in this little bicycle bag. And I was like, okay, garbage. Don't even want to know what that stuff is. Garbage.
That would be crack, wouldn't it, if it was white?
I mean, I don't know. I was asked somebody the other day. I was like, I think they smoke heroin now. Like, don't they or not?
I thought heroin was brown.
I have no clue.
Don't you watch CSI? Good God, man. That's how I learn all my drug stuff, because I have no idea I don't even understand the names of half the stuff now. It was like So much easier in high school.
Soapstone. What is Brian?
Soapstone? We're not, no. We're guilt talking.
Okay, so.
Off on a tangent about drugs.
I mean, I don't, you know, it seems like, and this may be a little, this may rub people the wrong way, which, I mean, heaven forbid I ever do that because I probably do it all the time, but, you know, I think when I see people that are overly like, oh my gosh, you should return that, or you should go back, or you should whatever, I think a lot of times when I see that, it's people that are really, really, really new that aren't used to making money. I mean, yeah, there is. I used to always laugh when I first started reselling. I was like, it's taking candy from a baby. I mean, and there is a certain amount of like not guilt, but almost like, wow, this is almost too easy. Is this legal? You know what I mean? When you buy something at a yard sale, even if you sell, you know, buy it for $1 and you sell it for $10, and you start looking at your, you know, your profit margins, it's like, wow, that was really easy to get 10 times my money back. You know, it's.
You sound like you're trying to be all PC.
Well, no, I mean, but when I read all those posts that Deb's talking about, where people are going, oh, I would take it back and whatever, it seems like it's always people that are really, really
I don't
new.
get it. Like, I don't.
I mean,
I'm all kumbaya and love everybody, whatever. But.
What? No, you're
not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. They always turn it into some God, you're a terrible person thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a terrible person. Whatever.
You know what? And then that's usually the point that I go.
To Jesus when you get.
That's usually the point that I go. You're right. I'm a horrible person, and I'll go do my business.
Jesus was there when I found that. Thank you very much.
It just, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. Like, I don't know why that would make you feel bad to do really well at the thing that you've chosen to do to support your family. When you have a great day like that, why would you choose to either A, let it make you feel like crap, or B, take it back, or whatever?
I mean, if you bought
that makes no sense to me.
I've always used this analogy. If you bought a picture and you peeled off the brown paper on the back of it and there was a copy of the Declaration of Independence behind it and you paid $1 for it, I mean, yeah, there's people that have happened to, and that some of them took it back, whatever. Oh, hell no, I would not take it back. That was your picture. It's your fault you didn't look behind it. I mean, it's finders keepers, you know? If that makes me a bad person, then go ahead and hit the thumbs down now because I'm a bad person.
Hit the thumbs down. I like those other thumbs. The other ones, the happy thumbs. I don't know. I guess I'm not. I don't know.
But you know that picture analogy, okay, that's one analogy. Or you buy a storage unit, and I've done this before, and you find gold or you find money. Or, I mean, I know a guy that found what was it? It was a Rolex and something else. I mean, he does it for a living, but he paid $100 for a unit and ended up on the jewelry and the Rolex and stuff, selling them wholesale to a jeweler and got about $25,000. That make him a bad person? I mean,
made him a good.
No, it makes him damn good at picking storage units, and he is good at it.
That's what I think.
I mean, he knows how to look at them and tell, you know, if somebody moved in all liquor boxes.
To smell certain items and then take them to the storage units with you.
What?
Get a jewelry sniffing dog and take him to the storage units with you.
Speaking of which, do you have Toto tied up under your desk?
No. I think she's outside.
Oh, that was nice, Angie.
Deb, I'm just kidding.
See,
yeah, I mean,
but listen. Okay, Sue said bought a Starbucks mug for $25, sold it for $222. No guilt, just thankfulness. That's exactly it. Be happy that you had a good day. Wow, you people find a lot of drugs in stuff.
You people and your drugs.
You people and your drugs. Oh, Wade saved a kid. I picked up a baggie on the floor at a 7-Eleven. That way some kid wouldn't get it.
Now, it is sad with, like, storage units and estates and stuff like that when you find, like, personal items that aren't necessarily of value, but photographs.
I hate that.
That does make me feel bad.
They had their cool photo albums in the estate sale, and I'm like, why are these here? And he said, well, because the son doesn't want them. They didn't have a very good relationship. And I'm like, what?
Well, that makes me double sad.
But you know what, though? I've learned that there's money in slides and photos and things like that, and vacation photos. And if you can take those, and most of the time they don't charge hardly anything at yard sales and estate sales because they think they're not worth anything. If you can at least take that stuff and turn around and flip it on eBay, and it goes in the hand of somebody that collects photographic images or whatever, at least you've kind of passed the stuff on.
I think it's creepy. I was looking at pictures one day on eBay. I don't know how I stumbled upon them. I was looking for something, and I ran into just photos, and it was like, this like the keyword descriptions of them, and it was just like, African American teenage girl standing by a tree, blah blah blah, and I'm like, these are weird. Who searches these? Like, who's collecting them?
People who like trees.
Really weird. People collect some really freaky.
Like, I have albums of people I don't know.
I don't understand that one. Like the whole people that buy like family photos.
Do you want to come and look at my photo albums? Oh, is this your family? No, these are random people. I buy these off of eBay.
Well, it's like one of those things. It's like, okay, are you just really lonely and you make up stories? This is my cousin and something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand. I guess the drive behind wanting pictures of other people. I guess some of the old ones. I get that. That's historical or something, but.
I mean, a lot of them, the ones that I've sold, as far as I haven't really sold a whole lot of photos, but I've done a lot of slides, and it's more like special interest. Like I just sold a whole bunch of them to Chad, Golden Finger Picker, and like there were boxes in there. These were all from a guy who's a professional photographer, but there were whole boxes in there that the slides were nothing but the Greek festival in 1972 on the streets of Chicago. So for somebody that had an interest in Greek belly dancers or Greek festivals or Chicago or downtown Chicago and the old architecture, I mean, then you got the cars. There's a lot of people that have a lot of interest in, because car slides always sell good, photos of old cars. I mean, the money they pay for some of them is kind of weird to me, but I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I just don't. I don't know. I don't get it.
I think it's fun to look to them, but I could never imagine sinking money into it as a hobby, though, really. Be like, hey, you want to come in my spare room and look at all my slides?
See, that just sounds really creepy.
I didn't go to any of these places or know any of these people.
They're in my van.
Right? I have no idea who these people are.
But isn't it cool?
Why is my thing so weird?
I don't know. Your camera's off.
Well, I know, because I was trying
to. A weird thing?
Mess with the. It's not.
Your camera?
No, my lower third. It's not working.
She's doing an exam.
My lower third. It's not.
You know what I'm talking about.
No.
I know.
Your name that goes underneath. It's called the lower third.
Oh yeah, okay.
My lower third's not working. Come get in my candy van and look at some slides.
I can turn mine on. Mine works.
It's not working. And I was like, okay, is it the picture mess? I couldn't figure it out.
Oh hell, I don't even remember.
Turn your camera,
Maureen,
and it might work.
You always have
to work with your camera off. Look, if I turn my camera off, look, it doesn't do anything.
Maureen always has the weirdest crap. She has crime scene slides.
Ooh.
See, and those would be worth a lot.
I could see somebody buying that.
Where do you find these weird things? You know what? I bet she got those. I bet she found them inside of one of those plush that she buys. Sewn into the plush.
They were hidden inside the
teddy bears that she buys. Those dirty, dirty teddy bears she buys. Jeremy. I did not break the internets.
Your camera's not on.
Oh, I forgot to turn it back on.
I told you that.
Hey, look, it says Profit. Oh, now it says Profit Talk on the screen, but over under my face, it says nothing.
Yeah, well, we don't see your face. All we see is your talking head there.
I didn't turn my face on. Now my face is on.
Turn your face on.
My face is on.
See, my lower third worked.
It's not saying anything under my face.
Because it doesn't like you. We're gonna spend the rest of the show like, ooh, look, I can flip it around.
So, question for the audience: what is an item? Yes, Jeff Davidson.
Did you see that? I wasn't even gonna. Oh, now it works.
So, what is an item that you've ever like really felt guilty over? If anybody in the audience, if you've ever felt guilty that you
nothing.
Or even had a minor twinge.
A minor
Nothing.
twinge.
Even had a little thought.
No.
Of, oh, Coco asked if I have any more to sell. I do, if you want to buy one. I bought 10. I don't think I'll give away 10. So. What happened?
I should have. Oh. Brian said to just go grab a Sharpie and write it on the screen.
What did Jeff say? I'm still trying. I can't. Where's Jeff?
Maureen, did you really get the crime scene photos out of a free pile?
That would be weird that somebody would just throw those out. And they're like, oh, we don't need these anymore. We don't. This old coffee maker and these crime scene slides.
That's what I'm saying. Who had them?
I find that strange.
Who had the crime scene photos?
Inspector Clouseau. You know, it was, I mean, maybe, I've had stuff over the years where I made a lot of, you know, like, I buy a lot of stuff from storage units, from people that buy the storage units at auctions. I don't do storage units as much myself anymore. And there's been times when I've paid like $500 for a load full of stuff, and by the time it was all said and done, I, you know, cleared a lot of money, let's say $10,000. But when I sit down and look at all the time, the knowledge, the experience, the shipping, the listing, the stuff that I had to throw away, the occasional return. I mean, that person I bought it from, they could have just as easily, you know, instead of flipping it real quick, they could have just easily as listed it. So I don't really feel guilty. You know what I mean?
Apparently, I have no soul.
I've had friends that don't get this business, that their answer to that is, you're just trying to justify it to make yourself feel better. I'm like, no, I don't feel bad. That's the thing.
But that's just retail. I mean, that's just like buying things cheaper and selling them for a higher price is just the economy. That's economics. That's what retail does. That's.
I mean, if you walk into McDonald's, that's probably a good example. But
I mean, if you actually knew how much like those pillows from Pier 1 really cost them, you would never buy a pillow again.
49
like 75 cents from China. I seen them when I used to buy things wholesale from China directly, and those sunglasses they sell at the mall for $15 or whatever, those cost like 75 cents or 50 cents. They're like 50 cents a pair. Unbelievable how cheap they are.
But you know, okay, if you go to a fast food restaurant and you order an extra large super size, because you can't buy those anymore, super size Coke, and they charge you.
How much is a super-sized Coke? I'm on the edge of my freaking seat.
Does.
Good gravy. The Antissa.
We'll never know.
Now I want to go watch Rocky Horror Picture Show.
We'll never know.
Do you know where he was going with that?
No.
I wasn't listening. I was coloring a picture. Okay. He said something about a super size me thing. How big is a Burger King medium drink?
I don't know. I haven't eaten at a Burger King in years. 20, probably 24 ounces. Well, now the medium is a large.
Yeah, I don't understand fast food. Like,
because they didn't want to supersize things anymore, so all they did was get rid of small. So yeah, now the small is a medium size, and the medium is a large size, and the large is the super size. They just got rid of the small cups, and then they just made everything bigger.
It's like enough Coke for like an entire family of 4 for 2
Oh my god,
days.
have you ever seen how many fries they give you? It's massive amounts. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know how people eat all these fries.
I don't understand fast food. I don't. I'm glad to see that the people like that you guys do agree with us though, because I didn't see anybody that said they felt guilty. Everybody said no.
Well, there's lots of crazy little wacky jobs over in some groups. Go have a fight with them. It's fun.
It just, I don't know. It's so, oh, hold on. Thrift Daddy said, do you think Goodwill managers feel guilty taking performance bonuses? No.
Nope. And I don't mind giving my money to Goodwill because they give money to me. And I don't see why people, but it's true, consumers feel like that. Like if they ever get a sticker that shows that you paid less for the item than they paid for it, then they feel like they got bamboozled.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you understand the way that buy-sell works? You know, like, why am I'm not in the business of making zero profit. You know, just
I don't understand.
I'm just here to supply you discount items at no profit prices. Thank you.
Well, you see that, like, people do that a lot on eBay and Amazon buyers. You know, like the people that forget and leave a price tag on.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Lots of feedbacks of those that say like, this person, you know, paid $20. I see their low price item, you know, low price sticker on that item, and I paid $60 for it. They're obviously just buying things cheap and selling it for more.
Well,
Yeah,
why
I
did
don't.
you pay-
That's what everybody's doing.
Why did you pay $60,
This is not a
dumbass?
garage sale. Like,
Sorry, I kicked the plug out of the back of my computer.
Are you kidding me?
he got really worked up over the supersize stuff.
I had my Birkenstocks on. I was like stretching my feet, taking my shoes off, and the next thing I know, it was like everything just went black.
So, okay, Dwayne said the only thing I have returned was from a storage unit. I returned 2 full urns. I took them back. They were cool. My question is, who stores grandma in their storage unit?
Okay, we actually found the cremated remains of grandma, grandpa, dog, and there was somebody else in a storage unit. Some of the ones here, and they all differ, would like you to return personal items, which is totally fine with me. I would like to do that.
If you dump out grandpa, grandma, and the dog and sell the urn, then you're a totally different kind of person.
I mean, but some of the storage units flat out will not return the stuff. They won't tell you who you bought it from. They won't tell you, and so you don't have any choice.
Oh, you know? I almost knocked over my drink.
It's kind of like, one thing that makes Tristan really sad is to see wedding dresses at a estate sale or any kind of sales, to see wedding dresses. She's like, that's just sad.
Yeah, I agree.
But I guess I've learned to look at it a different way. If that person doesn't want their wedding dress, if they're, I don't know, maybe they got divorced, maybe they just realized
maybe it was ugly.
40 years later, my kids aren't going to appreciate this. Why am I hanging on to it? If I can take that item, buy it from them for $20, sell it for $100 on eBay to somebody that will appreciate it, I think if you could go back to that person, not that I ever would, and said, hey, your item that you were afraid was going to end up in a landfill went to this person on the other side of the country. They're tickled to death with it. They redid it, and they wore it in their wedding. I mean, it's kind of, that's why I like collectible stuff, because it's kind of passing it on and putting it into the hands of somebody that's going to appreciate it.
My wedding dress doesn't look like a wedding dress at all.
Huh?
I said my wedding dress didn't look like a wedding dress at all.
We got married at the courthouse. She was wearing a sweater and a khaki skirt, and I had on...
Yeah, my wedding dress looks like something I could still wear somewhere. Like, hang on, let me see a picture.
Mine was kind of like a summer dress. We did the outside. I had daisies in my hair and...
Huh?
Here, I shall share with you. I'll share you my dress.
Pictures, Danica.
I don't know if I have any on here.
No, you don't.
And
there's nothing on your Facebook page except like pictures of freaking like tofu. So.
Whatever. And my kids. And gone.
There you
Look, I made my lower third.
go. See, there's my dress.
I wasted a zebra label. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's kind of like what I wore. Mine was lacy on top.
See, I was much prettier then. I had just lost like 80 pounds.
You're pretty.
I know, but I'm fat. Got my daddy. See, we got married in courthouse too. I had on my hooker boots. I had to keep things, you know.
Hook up. We got married outside.
My husband had his crutches. He had a broken ankle. See?
Is that how he got
Is that
there?
how you convinced him?
I dragged him there. Broke his ankle.
Dwayne, I used to be super hippie chick.
How do I stop doing this?
Kathy Bates in Misery thing and broke his ankle and dragged him to the courthouse.
Yep, I sure did. How do I stop sharing? There we go.
We have a photo somewhere. I don't know.
Wait, I don't think they even care about fees and shipping and time and things like that. I really don't.
Who cares?
The people that, like, you know, when people will forget and leave a price tag on something, and they get that buyer, you know, that's like, oh my God, I can't believe blah, 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 after, you know, you knew what you were spending for it. You're just pissed off because that person got a better price than you, you know? And Wade said, you know, ask them if they consider the fees and the shipping and...
The average person has no clue what that stuff costs anyhow. They have no clue what it costs to, what time, what effort, what labor, what... I was going to say cleaning the item, but obviously if you left the damn price sticker on, you didn't clean it too much.
Right.
You know, they have no idea what goes into all that. And so the moral of the story is just try not to leave a price tag on there.
Send it to Tristan. She'll take care of it.
Thank you, Michael Stone.
For what?
He likes my Metallica shirt.
Oh.
I'm not going to lie, it's the same one I had on yesterday, and I got out of the shower, and I was like, it is just too much effort today. That's my excuse for it. It's foggy outside, and it's just too much effort. But I did nothing yesterday. I mean, that's the thing. If I sat here in this position all day long, is that shirt really dirty?
Depends on how stanky your pits are.
It depends on
if I'm sitting like this and sweating and working up a sweat, then
Cheeto sweating.
It's way too hot in the house, or I probably...
I know you got Cheeto marks on your belly.
Need to go to the doctor, huh?
I said, do you have Cheeto marks on your belly where you wiped your hands off? That might be a dirty shirt.
Do you think someone will buy one Build-A-Bear shoe? Yes, for that one-legged bear. The handicapped bears need shoes.
Faux show.
Yup.
Renegotiate.
Yep, we got married at the courthouse. $27.50 for the marriage license. I think back then it was like $3 to park. And I think I tipped the judge. We did in the judge's chambers. We basically bought the marriage license and all that, and I was like, who can marry us? And she's like, oh, if you go up to the 3rd floor, there's a couple retired judges, whatever. I was like, okay, cool.
We went through hell trying to find someone to marry us, because, well, I don't know. Anyways, and then forgot the marriage license at my mom's, so somebody had to go get it, like, after the ceremony, and the preacher's waiting, and somebody went ahead and tapped the keg while he was waiting for the marriage license. He didn't even, like, wait for his tip. Like, we had to mail him his money. No. That is not why.
So, yeah, Alabama is frighteningly easy. I don't know what it is now, but it literally was like, I mean, I don't think they have blood tests. It's literally like, oh, you want to buy a marriage license? Here you go, birth certificate or whatever. And I mean, this is like 1990. What year did we get married? It was like 1995. 96? Oh, she heard me. 96.
In trouble now.
So
should I bring in the pie face game?
I think you could.
Maria!
Is this the part where we do whippets?
Yeah.
This is the part where I can teach your daughter how to do whippets?
End of the show! Break out the drugs.
Here, we'll sit here in silence and I'll type really loud.
What are you doing?
Oh, gosh, no. Like,
She's bringing it.
Oh, I got you.
Whoa. Okay. Here's the game. It's
Yeah,
got Cool Whips on it.
Don't know how that goes.
that does not look to be as solid as the Cool Whip in the YouTube video.
It is, look.
I don't know.
Is that real Cool Whip?
Yeah, where's the spinner?
What is she bringing in preloaded?
Maria, just tell her she has to do 6.
She was waiting for the show to be over. I told her we were playing.
Oh, it's melting.
Now, where's the can?
Maria, fill it up. Like
Where's the can of Cool Whip?
freshen the Cool Whip.
Go get the can. That's the best part.
You couldn't find it? Oh.
The spinner, I'll spin for you.
Get some more Cool Whip.
It's okay. Yeah. Well, it's okay. Come here. We don't have time.
Just bring the whole case.
Well, more than one person has to get hit in the face.
I know. It's okay. We'll be fine.
No, we can't see there.
Hang on. I gotta spin the spinner.
Oh. Don't let her cheat.
I gotta set it down. It doesn't work when you hold it.
Maria.
5. Okay. Ready?
Don't let your mama cheat.
5 whippets.
Don't teach her that.
1, 2, 3,
This is awesome.
Why is no one taking a picture?
5. Okay, good. All right, Maria, your turn.
That's like spring loaded.
Maria's gonna get
All
popped.
right, you gotta spin the spinner.
Is it gonna like smack hard plastic into your nose? That's awesome.
You gotta like stick your face like, wait a minute.
Have you not
I-
seen the YouTube thing?
Wait a minute.
Okay, go.
Oh, it's hilarious.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! No! And there you go.
Is it defective?
No, it's just because she didn't put it on really thick. Because she used the actual Cool Whip from the tub.
Oh, I missed it. Hit her in the face. Your screen froze up. No.
That is, her screen didn't freeze up.
It did on my end.
Dude, that is pretty funny. Now you get to look it up.
Go get the one out of the car.
I can't get it.
I have the ready whip. It's in the car.
I can't find it.
It's in the back seat.
Hold on.
We're in the floorboard.
Hold on.
That is pretty funny. Where's he going? I am not gonna lie, I kind of wanted you to get it.
I know.
Because
Alright,
that
you
would have
got it.
been really funny. Wait, what did they say? People are selling them. Wait, what are people selling?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Here's the game we like to play. Whipped cream vodka.
Ew, what?
You never had it?
Show me.
Whipped cream vodka. Oh, I'm bringing that to your house.
People are selling them.
I don't know what that is. I haven't had that.
Vodka. It's rotten potatoes.
Yes.
That
And
tastes like
delicious.
whipped cream.
I'm confused.
Potatoes give us such lovely things, such as vodka, baked
It's just-
potatoes, French fries, potato chips.
Imitation. Hold on. I bet that goes good with moonshine. Ooh, stuck it up the nose.
John's mother was laughing at you. His
Why?
mother. Like 60-something-year-old mother. Oh, sweet Lord, have mercy! You haven't
Oh,
finished it.
no. You weren't in the hangout with him when he was drinking.
Oh, so the audience probably doesn't know what this is.
It looks like pee.
It
This
does look like pee.
This was a gift. No, if this was pee, it would have been the other jug and it would have been full. So no, I'm kidding. This was a gift from a good friend of mine, but it had to go in an empty vitamin water bottle because it ate through the paper coffee cup.
It did. It ate through a coffee cup.
Not the little styrofoam ones, the really nice ones they give you in hotels or whatever in the rooms. Not nice. But, ooh, I can't do that.
Here, I got it.
Bring the game back.
The Freddy Whip.
They're determined. I might as well just put it directly on my face. You just want me to have whipped cream on my face.
Do what? What
is this, like 100?
Paint thinner.
Huh?
Paint thinner.
It's paint thinner. It's lemon or orange flavored paint thinner.
It's lemonade paint thinner. Just so you know, like, she sipped it, didn't even make a face, like a boss.
Should I bring the thing?
It's actually not that bad.
It's really not.
Really,
It's really
like you feel your face.
Yeah, you can feel the melt a little bit, but it's actually pretty smooth.
It is pretty smooth.
In your nose.
I got it on my hair.
And I've had some moonshine before that was like
How much times are we gonna do it?
like made in somebody's backyard. They didn't know what they were doing with no flavor. Just
Well, if your mash goes bad or anything,
It's a while.
it's ruined. I thought you were going to do another one.
Oh, bring me the game. Oh, you're mean.
Me?
Yes.
Why? I thought you were playing a game.
so. Hold on.
I thought you guys won. I thought she wanted you to do another one.
No, you did.
I know, but didn't she got all excited? I thought she wanted to play.
You're not innocent.
I am innocent.
You're just being.
Look at me.
Yeah,
No, really? No, seriously. I thought she was.
Okay.
I was just saying I didn't care. Oh yeah, we probably should. Okay, so
Weapons.
the month of December, we have no idea what's going on for the show.
Profit talk may be very sporadic for the show because a lot of us are going to be in and out and back and forth and
I don't know if we will even have internet where I will be for December.
well, I've solved the problem. I forgot my son had a laptop. I mean, it wasn't great last week, but at least I was on camera. It's not any worse than my home camera. So
Yeah,
but
I just don't know if we'll even have
where you're at, right?
interwebs available.
Interwebs.
Interwebs.
The World Wide Web. The W.
That is like the way that the cool kids say the internet. So I don't know if you like just missed that memo or what.
Deb, are you doing
Yeah.
it?
Oh, I was waiting for y'all to finish.
Oh, no, we were waiting for you to get
Oh,
five.
she wants to go first. Okay, spin.
No, what if she gets smacked? She's already got smacked once.
You're gonna deny a child
No way.
her desires.
See, that's the big pile it's supposed to go.
Oh!
You totally got splatted.
Did you even let her stand?
Oh, she's eating it!
Now go kiss the dog.
That's awesome.
It fell off.
Go wash your hand.
Now you've got a chunk of, that's like sugar addict's dream.
This.
Yeah, sure.
I don't have a mechanical angle anymore. I got all the hardware taken out. I'm like,
Okay, so also, I'm just
Yeah.
going to mention that I have a new show starting tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Starting tomorrow. It's
so tune
called-
in. It's the Will Deb Get Out of Bed on Time show.
Yeah. It's called the Reseller Stew. And it will be hosted by me. And I will have, it's actually an all-women's panel. I've got some really awesome participants coming in. I'm really excited because it's some familiar names, but not a lot of familiar faces. That they don't really do shows very often, and some not at all. But It's going to be Margaret from Texas Gal Treasures. It's going to be Jenny Benny from... Yeah, and it's going to be Robin.
Pink Knees.
Yeah, Pink Knees. And April Wynn Buchanan from the Reseller Learning Curve. And Danica, if she gets some internets. And then I also invited Miss Kim Pagel, can make guest appearances when she has time and is not in school or busy with her man person and all other ventures that she does.
With her 3 boys.
Yes.
Her man person. Maybe you could have her man person on in place of her.
No. And so...
But the panel's rotating.
Yes, it's a rotating panel. It will not be all of those people all of the time. I wanted to make sure people didn't get burnt out. And, you know, it's hard to do a show consistently. I wanted to do the show Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm just going to start it Tuesdays and see how it goes. And so tomorrow is actually going to be introductions. So people
What
can...
time?
11 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Boom.
So tomorrow's just going to be introduction so people can get to know the new show faces. And or some of them, you know, have done shows before, but... And, no, shut up, Dusty. And
I didn't say anything.
Dusty keeps and Chad keeps saying that the show is sexist because it only has women on. But you know, honestly, I just think.
But you know what? Okay, here we go.
I'm really excited because it's totally different group of people that have different businesses, different business models, views, opinions. Just kind of, it's just not the same. It's really different.
I think it's awesome. It does get old, all the same guys on all the time, whatever, and I agree. And I think it's awesome, and I will be watching and trolling the audience or whatever. But the point was made if somebody said, hey, we're going to have a show and it's nothing but guys, then it would be like, oh, you can't do that. That's sexist. But it's funny how, like, you say it's all women, then it's not sexist. That was the whole...
It is an all-women panel.
Point.
It doesn't... Okay, so when they did... When they did Charlie's Angels, was it sexist that all the angels were girls?
Yes.
That was the 70s.
Oh, that was totally sexist. They should have had a boy angel. Why do they have all girl angels?
That was the 70s. That doesn't count.
What about Charlie? What about
I think there should be lots of things separated. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think that women should be at the Masters.
Whoa!
Boom!
Boom! All right, well, bye.
Look at that. No, I really do. I think there should be. Guys should have some things that are just theirs, and women should have some things that are just theirs. I think it should be that way. I think we should have separate things.
Ha!
We should have our own separate things.
Do I have to do it again?
And not like an empowerment, whatever, I don't care.
Get hit with the thing.
So they let... I know absolutely nothing about golf, so they let women play...
No, they don't get to play, but they weren't... women weren't even allowed to be there. It was a gentleman... That's awesome. It was men only. It was a men only thing.
Like to attend?
Yeah. Yeah, it was always a men's only affair.
Well, that was also back in the day when they didn't allow women to vote, and things were very sexist back then.
No, I mean, that just happened. They just started letting women in.
Are you serious?
Yes. It's a tradition. It's always been a guy thing. It's always been like a guy's thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm surprised somebody sued on that one about 30 years ago.
But why? Why?
Because people are sue happy and everything.
Like, why do girls feel like they need to go to the
We all have to
Citadel?
hug trees and love each other and accept everybody. And if you don't accept what I want to do, even if it's immoral, illegal, whatever, then you're a bully. And that's pretty much our society in a nutshell.
Yeah, I just don't understand it.
I don't get our society period anymore. So.
I know.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I don't care what you say, it's a women's panel and it's sexist. I don't want you Steve boys on my show.
She said her husband is Sue happy. Not members of what?
Of the panel. They're talking about, yeah, that, because they had a little, they were having a debate about, like, well, what about Chad and Dusty and Ronnie and Pete's show? You know, that's just all boys. And then they said, well, Deb's been on that show. I was like, but yeah, I'm on the show as a guest. I'm not on the show as a panel member.
I gotcha.
So then they're like, yeah. So that's what
I
they
mean, the thing is, there's not a whole lot of. I mean, even if you
There's
watch.
not a whole lot of women that participate in general. I'm excited that I have so many people that said yes, because when
There's
Danica
really
was
not.
starting her profit talk show,
And you, in order to maintain on any kind of show, whether it be yourself or a haul video or whatever, you kind of have to be a little bit of a type A personality, because you kind of have to keep things going. And there's just, I think there's more guy type A personalities in the reselling Facebook/YouTube world than there are women right now. Just, I mean, that's just the way it is. If there are, I just haven't met them. I mean, I try to meet everybody that comes into a hangout or whatever, but I don't know. There's a lot more guys. I think that's why it just ended up that way.
there are.
I'm always the first one to say, "Hey, Dad, let's get Deb on a show." So it's just.
That's why I wanted the ladies group. You know, in the beginning, I wanted the ladies group because so many of the chicks were afraid to talk. They were afraid to, even in the Facebook groups, they were afraid to comment and post in things because there are so many strong male personalities.
Right.
And they were literally intimidated and didn't want to talk. And that's, don't feel that way. Don't let people intimidate you and make you feel.
A lot of times, and I think as time has gone on and has gotten more common with YouTube, there are a lot more female people doing videos and talking about their things. But man, a year ago, when you look, it was pretty slim pickings, or at least it wasn't people that I knew about. They weren't telling me because I couldn't find them.
Well, and a lot of women on YouTube, it was like they were only supposed to be on there for one thing.
Boobs!
You know what I mean? Yeah, like that is the only purpose.
I'm gonna do makeup show.
Yes.
I'm gonna do makeup show, and I'm gonna show you how to do makeup.
And that was it. That was all you were supposed to do.
Clothes. If you look up haul videos, it's hauls for clothes.
Yeah.
And makeups.
Yep.
Makeups.
Makeups. That puts the makeups on.
But it was like you were either there to look cute or, clothing and makeup. And now they've realized, oh, hey, chicks play video games and chicks do this and chicks, don't ever be intimidated by people. Like, that makes me really angry. I get really angry.
Don't call them chicks. That's kind of sexist.
I am a chick. I can call them chicks.
But see, if I do it, then it'd be bad.
I don't care. I always think, things like that I think are so stupid. Why would you be offended because someone's term is chick or
Lord.
lady?
Yeah, so kind of like my coconut peanut.
Yes, like your coconut peanuts.
So I said, Danica and I were talking about before the show started. We were waiting on Deb to, I don't know, get out of the bathroom or whatever she was doing. I'm kidding, she was gone. But we were talking about, I took my daughter while we were in Birmingham, took her to her favorite Oriental supermarket. That's the name of it. It's in an old Shoney's building that they built the shopping center onto. It's really weird. That's the name of it. It's called the Oriental Supermarket. Some people take offense and say it's not Oriental food. We're not Orientals. We're Asian. The politically correct thing. It's run by Asian people. They named it that. But that's not considered PC if you said that. Like, my wife has always corrected me for years. When I say, ooh, I want, let's eat something Oriental. And she's like, babe, it's Asian. Oriental refers to objects of art and inanimate objects. And I was like,
but the only people that you
I grew up saying that. I'm not trying to offend anybody.
Like, white people are the only ones you ever hear say things like that. Like, I've never heard someone from that region, like Asian. I've never heard them say that. Like, I've never heard them say.
I gotta go
the Oriental thing
in the face. So,
okay.
I have a small child waiting for me.
Good night, Deb.
Good night, Deb.
Bye. Come watch the show tomorrow. It's at 11 Central Time a.m. Right at lunch.
Is it going to start on time? Because at 11 a.m. if you're
I
late.
don't know who's all going to be on tomorrow, but we'll see.
I can pop in and say hi.
Okay.
But we're doing, what we're doing.
Yeah. Yes, moving. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This week law and this week in science.
I am so trying to catch up on this.
I'm trying to see.
You can learn stuff you cannot learn from the men, said Tabitha. Hey, I'm going to be the first one to admit right now, I know more about women's shoes and women's clothing as far as reselling than any man ever should. And 99% of that I picked up from my wife, doing this with my wife over the years, buying and reselling stuff. And she taught me a ton of stuff about women's clothing. You know, most guys don't know it. Ronnie Hart sells a lot of it. He probably knows a lot about women's clothing. But it's funny, we'll go into a thrift store or something, I'll make a loud comment about, oh, that's a such. People just look at you like, how do you know that? Because I wear women's clothes.
I knew you did.
No, I don't think so. Mrs. Doubtfire, that'd be awesome.
That would be hilarious.
No, Terry, they still won't let me in the women of reselling. I've tried 4 times to get on.
Yeah, no. Jeff Davidson, I think, is still. I think Jeff Davidson is still in the members or people requesting membership. I think he's still in the.
I don't even know what the group is called.
The Ladies of Reselling.
Yeah, apparently I got blocked the last time, so now I can't even find the group. Thanks.
Deb probably did that. I didn't do it.
Thanks, Deb.
She doesn't love you.
So yeah, that's pretty much topic for the night. Nobody really seemed to have, so I don't know where these people are. I mean, I've seen the posts. I know they're out there.
I see them all the time.
They get all bent out of shape, but apparently our audience is more laid back and cool than that, and realizes, hey, you make a buck as long as it's not illegal or immoral. That's always been my motto. Then you do it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of the profession. That's why I don't know. I don't understand it. So I am glad that you guys agree on what group is that? Oh, it's the Ladies of Reselling. It's a group. Only ladies are allowed in there, ladies that do the reselling. It's not super active, but people, you know, when they have a question, they ask it. And, you know, there's some just encouragement and that kind of thing. And I'm the group owner, so you know, it's an easy way to find me is in that group.
So that's where most of your day is spent. I see now.
Yep, avoiding you and my ladies group.
So how was everybody's? Before I'm going to wrap it up soon, but I want to know how everybody's Cyber Monday was. Was it better than usual? Okay. Like, it's hard for me to tell Cyber. So Mondays are always a good day for Amazon. So, I mean, that's really one of my best days of the week. I think everybody goes to work and doesn't want to be there, so they sit on their computers and order crap. That's the only thing I can ever figure out that causes Mondays to be that much better. So it's really hard to tell if it's, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Did anybody have like I mean, I don't sell like Cyber Monday type stuff. I don't sell crock pots that are $39.99 that
I don't.
$17.99. I don't sell.
I don't do stuff like that.
People shop for on.
It doesn't seem like anyone. Well, yeah, but I mean, the people talk and things, but it's just.
People would talk.
Yeah, they will. If you just say hi or, you know, ask something, then the ladies they'll come out. And that's my fault that it's not, because I used to every Monday I would, you know, make a post, you know, telling people, all right, tell me what you want to do this week. You know, do you have a listing goal? Do you have a shipment goal? You know, that kind of thing. And I should do that.
Do you need me to come in and moderate?
I do. I need you to kind of keep it going. So
let me go make a lady's profile.
Right. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up because we've gone over by almost like a half an hour and I'm tired. Like I'm worn out.
Exhausted. And my UPS driver, which I called a while ago, I was on my phone, I muted. I called and my driver still has 58 more stops. That was at 7:20. 58. So it was really weird.
Dead on his feet.
When we were in Birmingham Wednesday night, the night before Thanksgiving, we went to dinner with my parents in this part of town where the UPS hub is. It's called Homewood, is the suburb. And we went to this little barbecue joint that my dad likes, and it's literally half a mile from the UPS hub for all of Birmingham. And then we were driving back to my father-in-law's, and it was nothing but going the opposite direction back toward Homewood. And this was almost 8 o'clock. It was probably 8 o'clock at night at that point. It was like brown truck after brown truck just racing to get back to the hub.
Whoa.
And I was like, wow. I mean, literally, we probably passed 30 of them going the opposite direction. Yeah, there is a moth flying around over my head.
It was Mothra.
It was the Mothman. He puts the lotion on its skin.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Apparently my driver's still coming, which is great because there's 6 of the boxes out there weigh 50 pounds a piece, and I really don't want to bring them back inside. So we'll see. So with that,
I feel bad for him though. What a late day.
Well, I mean, I'm cool with my UPS drivers. It's not always, this route is like, it's a little mountain community that's kind of on the tail end. So whichever driver gets done early, they'll probably throw all those stops over on his board is kind of how it works. Mm-hmm. It's not the same driver every night, depending, because he's got kind of a rural spread out area. So I always, of all the drivers that come, if it's one I don't recognize, I explain to them, back up the driveway. The packages will always be right here. The dog barks when she hears your truck. I will come out. I will load them down to you and make your life really easy. And I try to help them. So
nice. I lost YouTube.
All right. Joni cannot find the ladies group.
Goodness.
Brian.
Like my eyes are on fire and I have a tickle in my throat. That's crazy.
Well, I need to talk to you anyhow. So,
okay.
With that said,
okay. Good night, everybody. We will, Joni. I'll send you a link later. Just message me and remind me. Okay.
Are you gonna send me the link?
No.
Thanks for coming. Have a good. It's gonna be hit or miss from now through the end of December.
Just watch the Facebook group and the Profit Talk Facebook group, and we'll let you know what the deal is with shows week by week. We'll do it on a weekly basis. Okay. Thank you guys. Good night.